Hey world, I'm Josh.
And I'm Lauren.
Welcome to another episode of Let's Try Stuff.
Coffee edition.
Today we are trying from Populace Coffee Company in Bay City, Michigan via Mistobox their Kenya Rutuma, something like that. Kenya Rutuma. It's not a Rutuma. Okay, cool bagging, cool branding, gradient kind of coloring here, some little symbols that don't really make any sense, but I guess they probably thought, oh, those symbols look cool. Got some brewing recommendations on the back. We chose a Chemex. This is from the Nairi region. Seen plenty of that before. Varietals, SL34, SL28, I don't really know. Probably experimental varieties, and it's a washed process grown at 1700 to 1800 meters above sea level, and yeah, and they don't have a website on here or anything, I don't think, but it's probably Populace Coffee if you look it up. And if you want to help us out, use the code Z295 to try this out on Mistobox. Or to get a Mistobox subscription. You get one of those.
Helps you, helps us.
$10 off for you, $10 off for us. Everybody benefits. Worst case scenario, you get some coffee. And we got our Mistobox mugs and no beans because this has been in the freezer for a few months and that could affect the flavor. But I think I handled it better this time by not letting it defrost, as has been the case for the last couple of videos. Okay, how does it taste?
Well, it's on the darker side. It's a little bit bolder. A little bit of acidity, but nothing too jarring.
Interesting.
It's hard for me to get a good read on it.
That's an interesting coffee. Pretty full-bodied. Kind of a thick coffee.
Yeah, like a bolder flavor.
It's got acidic, bright notes, but a full nutty-ish body.
It's very complex. It has a lot of different layers to it.
It really does. I'm like getting a hint of like some burnt caramel, cocoa a little bit, some sweet, honestly like some lemon tartness, some sweetness. It's kind of all over the place. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard to place. It's really kind of an interesting, complex cup of coffee.
It's going to take me a while to figure out what I think of this. I really like it. I mean,
I like it for the mere fact that it's different right off the bat.
It's the complete opposite of what we had the other day.
Then, yeah, the natural process from square one. Yeah, it's definitely not sweet like that. Got a little bit of a bite to it.
Yeah.
Like kind of a dry finish almost. Like it kind of leaves you with a little pain in your throat.
Yeah, a little bit almost.
Yeah, a little sting in the back of your throat.
But it's a lot of different flavors. They really managed to have a lot of flavors with this coffee. Instead of most of them, I get maybe one or two at the most different flavors.
Yeah, I've had a few complex like this. Probably none this biting. So yeah, interesting coffee. I don't know if the freezer had an impact, but if it didn't, I would try to get my hands on this. I'd like to try some more from Populace because I don't know what they did. I don't have the beans here because they're in the freezer. They were kind of a big, chunky bean, to be honest. Kind of dense bean. Not huge, but on the bigger side.
Interesting.
Not a super light roast, medium-ish. So it seems like they're doing interesting stuff up there in that god-awful state of Michigan, but they can't help it. They need coffee up there.
Things okay.
Coffee, that's literally the only thing that's acceptable. I guess cars. Cars and coffee. Everything else about Michigan is terrible. I guess the camera loves Michigan because it's shut down for no particular reason.
Yep.
So yeah, Populace Coffee. Interesting. Just like Onyx Coffee Lab was.
Yeah, check it out.
People in weird places doing interesting things. Arkansas, Bay City, Michigan. Where camera keeps shutting down, so let's wrap this up. Z295 is our code on MistoBox.
Go and get yourself a discount.
Leave a comment down below.
Tell us what to try next.
And let us know if you like MistoBox, if you have it. And if you've been to Populace, tell us about it. Whatever. Just talk to us. We need friends. We're lonely here in the basement. Bye.
Bye.